Hello and welcome to another Wednesday evening chat with Louise. I want to talk about Christmas, living on your own, and especially for those that have either had a relationship breakup or they've lost a loved one, somebody's died. It can be a really, really tough time of the year. And yet when you think about it, it's only 2 days. If you think of Christmas Day and Boxing Day, done. So why is it that we allow it to become such a big thing, something that makes us feel, we can feel hurt, inadequate? And I just thought I'd chat about some of the things I've done over the years. Going back, the first time I really struggled with Christmas was when my father spent all Christmas in hospital, came out. It was around the time of my 40th, and as we can tell, that was quite a while ago. I got a big 40th party planned, and then Dad died. So no party, no nothing, and that always stays with you. But then as time goes on, I learned to see how much my dad had an amazing life, and how he was a fulfilled person. And yes, I miss him dreadfully, but spiritually I still believe he's with us. So time got better, but that was the first kind of notch in the Christmas. And then we get through all the commercialism, people's expectations, and I think this is where it all sits with, really, expectations. You see so much on television, online, all the matching pyjamas, and so much is coming into it that it's not just this day where you celebrated being with family anymore. It's how much you spend, your Instagram pictures. It's all of those things. And if you're sad and mourning somebody, there is nothing worse than having happy. Oh, come on, get yourself up, shake yourself out of it, shove down your throat, is it? So my second time, I kind of went in and out after that, and then was when my partner walked out on me the week before Christmas. Just disappeared. No more communication, nothing. Cut me out completely. And yeah, I felt like my world was over on that occasion. And what did I do that Christmas? Literally, I took it hour by hour. And I think that's probably the best advice I can give to begin with is, if you can sleep through it, do it. You do not owe anybody anything. You don't have any responsibilities to anybody. When you're hurting, when you're sad, when you're sorrowful, all those things, look after yourself first. So if that includes pulling the covers over your head for that day, pretending it isn't happening, do it. No judgment, just do it. Then the other thing is, what do you like to eat and drink? Make that a day for it. If you're on a permanent diet or you're doing this, get yourself something you like. Get a little tipple. Just treat yourself. Treat yourself to something nice. Some of us don't even have any family. Some people I know are literally on their own that day. And if the telly is full of Christmas again, don't watch it. If you've got a way of streaming or YouTube or something like that, watch things you want to watch. I remember that first Christmas, I'd literally got a box set of Downton Abbey, and I watched the entire series all day. And as every hour went by, I congratulated myself because I'd got through an hour. And I was thinking, right, only 20 so many hours to go, only 15 hours to go. It may seem sad, but it got me through the day. Boxing Day didn't seem so bad, and after Boxing Day I was thinking, that's got rid of all that crap. Don't have to worry about it anymore. So that worked. And another year's when you've got to be with the family to keep everybody happy. And then you've got one of my sisters, a new relationship, and she's joined at the hip with this new person, and there's you sitting there thinking about your life on your own. And yeah, it can be tough, but equally that could be you in another few years' time as well. So apart from that, sleep all day, pretend it isn't happening, eat what you want, do what you want. Another one sometimes is if you can volunteer somewhere, and that actually isn't as easy as it sounds. I know one year I asked to help and they were too full with people wanting to do it. So is there anybody that you know that's on your own? And believe me, if this is your first Christmas, it could be the grief's too much for you, and that's fair enough. But if it's still a very lonely time, is there anybody else you know elderly, somebody on their own, or maybe a young mum that's really struggling? Is there anybody that you could just go and help? It doesn't have to be the most obvious one, the homeless, the soup kitchens or anything like that, though great if you can get in to do that. But maybe just somebody, a neighbour or somebody that needs you. And by doing that, I say you'll get through the day and you've helped somebody else as well. So volunteering, eating nice things, sleeping, just getting out and going for a walk. Pick your places. First year I did that, I went to the beach. Bad move, everybody's there after having the dinner. Everybody's walking the dog, everybody's being jolly, walking hand in hand, and so yeah, bad move. Find somewhere quiet to go for a walk where you're not going to have it loaded back on with you. And then allow yourself to cry, to sit there. You can have a pity party if you want to. You can feel sorry for yourself. You can go back over all the old photos. You can remember the good times. Because I think healing is a process, and if that's the part of the process that you're on, then that's what you need to do. Even sometimes after a divorce, even if it's something you've instigated, Christmas can still be a sad time because there's still those memories of what if, you know, when it used to be good, when you thought it was good. And we go over those as well. And I also think for other people at Christmas time, some of us are having to live with the expectations of, like I say, keeping up with the Joneses, for want of a better expression. Expectations from family. You know, I've heard kids go, is that all I've got? Or, oh, I just want cash. And you just get to that point where it just becomes a big money swap. And you look and you think, well, what's the point of me giving you money and you giving me money? And that's why I think sometimes either agree not to swap gifts and spend quality time together if that's more important. As a family, I did a vlog last year about we give things. We preferred to go and go on a course for a day, like we went making jewellery one day. Me and my sisters get together. It's good because it makes us get together as a family. Not that we don't love being together when we're together, but it's easy to pass off because you're busy. So that's one of the things we try and do. My birthday's also over Christmas. So for me, it's that double whammy where in the old days they'd all go, oh, here's a joint present or an IOU. Never happens. So by doing a thing, if you like, as we call it, I can have that in the middle of the year. So I still feel like I get a proper birthday. So that's really good fun. When I was talking the other day and somebody says, you know, what do you get your son for Christmas? And it's like, yeah, I know he's going to be saving for a house. So I am going to give him money. But it's only a token. It's not about hundreds or thousands. What's the point of getting in debt to give somebody else money? When the time comes, I'll do my best to help him even more. But it's not what it's about. When I've got a friend who's sitting there worrying, getting divorced this year, she's got children that they've had quite a privileged upbringing, and suddenly she's got to start thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to afford to keep doing this? And children have the expectations and they're like, well, I want this and I want that. And I think one of the hardest things, especially when I was a single mum, was when the child turns around and goes, well, Santa brought me all this and you got me nothing. You can't wait for them to find out about Santa, or believe me, when you're going through that one. Daddy got me this, Santa got me this, and you didn't give me anything. So there is so much to it. And now I turn up and do Christmas whenever the family get together. We don't do it on Christmas Day. 9 times out of 10, it'll probably be the weekend after Christmas this year, because we like to all get together. I've still got 2 nieces who are of an age where Christmas is still fun. So that is pretty cool. And that's really what it's about, making it fun for the children. So we'll do our Christmas Day on a Saturday, but I celebrate the solstice. I celebrate December the 21st, the old, maybe a bit the pagan festival if you like. But to me, the rolling of the seasons, knowing that that's the shortest day, and afterwards light is going to come. We're in winter now, winter started this week, and that's to me, and it's a resting period. We're allowed to rest. We don't have to keep pushing ourselves to do things all the time. Winter's for resting, for hibernating, getting snuggled down, watching a film. So that's embrace the winter for what it is. I'll celebrate the solstice with my friends. We'll be out there watching the sunrise, probably in our PJs with a cup of coffee. I'm sure you'll end up hearing all about it. But that's a special day for me now. I'm celebrating welcoming the light back in, welcoming the forthcoming of spring. I'm not wishing my life away, but I find a way that I cope with Christmas and I celebrate. I won't buy into all the commercialism. I'm quite happy to make things for people. I'm quite happy to give my time for people, because at the end of the day, it's not what you give people, it's what you do for them and the quality time you spend with them. So if you're grieving at the moment and you're sad and you're dreading it, please, please, please find a way to get through it the best way you can. I'll be on here on Christmas Day posting. It's a Wednesday, so if you need to message, you need to know somebody's there, feel you can, because there are people out there and there are people that care. And don't let somebody else make you not want to be here anymore, because you're valued and you're special. Thank you.